Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners, recorded 3:45 p.m. Central Time. So EOS, we got what we call a double cross of the rotation zone, cross down, cross back up, which means it should have returned to the rotation zone on the larger time frame, which we did, dipping in there, getting just below that 375 level, and now rotating back up. So what are we watching for? Let's go back to the 4-hour chart. First off, if we can hold this 395 level, then fantastic. We've already gone up and hit the first and the second price targets for this very sloppy double. Came back to, again, now we got the first cross rotation zone and rotating back up. So we're then going to watch for 467, then a return to 491, and then the 512 level should we get up that high. If we cannot hold this first cross rotation zone and we get a close back below the 395 level, be watching for a return to 375, then possibly back down to the 350 area. So that is key. We have to hold above this 395 level. So if we don't, then we'll be watching for another pullback and another reversal pattern to initiate something. Switching over to Ethereum, you can see this also pretty much hit all the levels. What was the high here? High was 453.61. We had 453.90. So I'm just calling all these levels hit. You can still target 453.90. This was a stop raising. Now it looks like we're going to get the first cross of the rotation zone again. See, it was resistance, resistance, resistance. Now it's becoming support. So now we're going to watch for pullbacks and rotations back up. Should we continue higher, the next key levels we're watching for are a return to the end of this clear path, which is 466. The top of this was also a major breakdown zone. We really instruct people to watch for these. See, this was support, support, support with dead close on it. Then it became resistance, resistance. Then it became resistance right here. Should have marked that off probably for you guys on the chart. Sorry about that. So if we get back above this 453, let's call it 60 area, then we're going to be watching for a return to 466. And then above there, the next major level we'll be watching for is 478. Let's check in on the daily chart. Daily chart, it did dip below the rotation zone. Couple closes, came down to our key level. Now moving back up, you can see that here, back through the rotation zone to the other side. So that is supportive. And on the weekly chart, always helps to keep it in bigger perspective. Look, it came down and tapped the 8 EMA, top of the rotation zone on the weekly. So it's really beneficial to keep looking at multiple time frames, everyone, and learn how the time frames play together. So you can watch for these key levels and then watch for these reversal trades. So that's what we have for you in Ethereum. Switching over to IOTA. So IOTA is now holding the rotation zone again on the 4-hour chart. Got above this 426.90 level and the end of the clear path is this 434 and pulling back and finding support there so far. So if it continues to hold support at the rotation zone, next level we're watching for is 492, then a return to roughly the highs and the clear path around 560. If we cannot hold the rotation zone, and especially if we get a close below 361, we'll be looking for a pullback back down to the $3 mark again, where we have the rising 50-period exponential moving average and the key 50% Gann level right now. That was a trend line redraw. We got the rotation back up, targeting the defining point, and now we're looking to go higher. Let's just check in on IOTA on the daily. Daily has not yet touched the rotation zone on the daily, so this is still a very, very strong market. So I won't be surprised still if it pauses and lets the 8 catch up for a bit before resuming its upward trend. Finally, over to Litecoin. Looks like somebody took some of their Bitcoin profits and dumped it all into Litecoin. When you see these high momentum moves, the best thing to do is just go with it. These are the very high momentum moves, and then keep raising your stop and letting this take you out. What you can keep doing is draw your Gann retracement levels. Those are those 12.5% increments from the most recent swing low, and as it goes higher and higher, I'll show you here. Hold on. This is a really interesting technique I've used for a lot of times, and what we watch for is then we don't want closes below the 12.5% level if it's really strong momentum, or you can use the 25. Those are the two key levels we're going to watch for. And then as it makes new highs, you keep dragging it up. So let's say you were watching for, all right, my stop could be at this 0.25 retracement. So if we get a close or even a key move below 117, what is it, 85, then I'm taking some profits off the table and watching for the bigger pullback. If you're going to be really aggressive, then you could have said on a move or a close below this 123 level, that's going to be the level for me to trail my stop. So you're just going to keep moving it up. Now, this is getting very extended again and probably is going to need a break. We're going to watch for a pullback to about the 112.27 level. And then if that can't hold, if we don't get a rotation back up, we'll be watching for the 106 level return. I could take off these old key levels because they've all been hit. So those are the key things. We want this rotation zone to come back into play. Let's check in on the daily chart. Daily chart, look at this. Came back down. Bottom of the rotation zone, closed in the rotation zone, then took off out of the rotation zone. That's why these zones are so important. We'll see on the last run up, pulled away, came to a rotation zone, big explosive move up. Came to a rotation zone, big explosive move up. So pay attention in these cryptos to the rotation zone and the key level. Hope we've provided you with some key information. Please like, subscribe, and comment so we can keep the videos coming. We'll do more this weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.